Today, we're going to expose the scammers you are watching in this CCTV footage who steal money from victims by pretending to be from their banks. Later in this video, you will see me confront their agents.
Are you gonna upload this on YouTube, you little...
Been watching you since March, you stupid scammer.
You hacked my CCTV camera, but it doesn't matter to me anything, okay? Because you need to just go and off, okay?
And you will hear a full conversation with the owner of this operation.
I know you've been watching me every day from morning till night. If you have the CCTV and everything, if you hacked all my laptops, the laptops which I own, that is kind of unethical. If you hacked
I don't want to hear unethical from a criminal, Talha. I don't want to hear unethical from you, buddy.
If you hacked my laptops.
But how did we get here? How did I get access to the PCs and CCTV in this scam call center? Well, a friend of mine informed me that they had been receiving text messages like the one you're seeing on your screen right now. This text message impersonates your bank, informs you that something has been purchased using your credit card, and then it gives you a number to call if you aren't the one who made the charge. So I called the number pictured on my friend's text message, but no one picked up. It ended up being a Google Voice number, which was the first red flag. Why would my bank be using a Google Voice number for their fraud line? Within an hour, I got a call back from yet a different number.
This is Mark Steven. I'm calling from the Citibank Fraud Department. How are you doing today? Just 10 minutes ago, I received a call and the person, he just pretending like you. He say, I want to use my Citi MasterCard, but it's getting declined. But when I asked some security information, so he got suspected and hung up the line. So it seems like somebody got your information, so your card information has been compromised by someone else. What we are going to do now, I'm going to cancel that fraudulent transaction and refund the amount back to your account, okay?
This was enough for me to determine that this is a scam. So I hung up on Mark Steven for the time being to get a game plan going. I don't have Citibank, and neither does my character Neld, so this guy really has no information, and he's making things up, presumably to get more information out of me. But the odd thing is that my friend who got the text initially does have Citibank. So how did the scammer know this about him and target his cell phone number with outgoing text messages and phone calls? The answer to that question is very nuanced, and we will get to that later in this video. But the other question here is why? What did the scammer want to do with the information he was trying to get when he sent my friend that text message? Well, before I had time to formulate a hypothesis or fully get a plan going here, I got another call back from these scammers, and they seemed very eager to help me with the fraud on my Citibank account. So here's the first part of this call, which led me down a rabbit hole which would permanently alter my course as a Scambaiter.
Thank you so much for responding to the line. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I got disconnected here.
Alright, ma'am. I will see over here that you're disconnected, and the thing is that, ma'am, I will just verify your information because I want to make sure that there was no mistake in that, ma'am.
Yes.
Do you have your cards with you?
I don't have my credit card on me today. My son borrowed it. So your team was going to help me log into my bank so they can get the proper information that way.
And as you can see there, this scammer immediately goes for any credit cards I have in my possession to verify my identity, which really is just a sneaky way to trick me into giving them personal information.
What is your first name? What is your last name? Can you verify me your 5-digit mailing zip code? And could you verify me your date of birth? Alright, and by any chance, do you remember your mother's middle name, her last name before she got married? So may I have your social? Make sure only the last 4.
So you just heard the scammer ask for the last 4 of my social security number, but now listen to what happens.
Do you have your anyone physical card with you?
I've told you 3 times on this recordable call, my son has my credit card.
Alright, hold the line. I will check in my database and I will log in for you. Alright?
What?
Hold on, ma'am. I will log in your account, and can you hold the line for me?
No, I don't want you to log into my account. I do not give you authorization to log into my account.
Sorry, this Bank of America card, do you have any other card for the Visa and Master?
Sir, I've already provided this information.
Yes.
This is regarding this
I
one
know.
card, 4342. That's my card. That's what we're talking about.
I need your first 5 of your social. Only the first 5, not a whole line.
That's pretty sneaky, I would say. They were hoping that I would forget that they had already asked me for the last 4 digits of my social security number, and they went for the first 5 as well, which would give them the entire social security number. But my character, Neld, isn't having any of it.
I've already given you the last 4.
No, yeah. You were giving to my representative,
I've already given you the last
right?
4. If I gave you the first 5, then you'd have all the numbers, wouldn't you?
I have all the information, which is fully protected. My database not in front of me. And right now, we're both on a recorded line. This call is highly protected and recorded by the Consumer Protection Financial Bureau. And I'm not allowed to ask any kind of your personal and your
You have asked
confidential
all of my
information.
you have asked for my full social security number on this call.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
my
not your
personal
confidential
information. I'm not going to
information.
give it to you. I give you the
No,
last 4 of my
no,
social
this is not
security
your.
number.
All right, no problem.
Now, Neld is being pretty noisy and obnoxious here because I truly didn't know it would be possible for me to get access to their systems, but telling them that I didn't have my credit cards on me at that time actually ended up opening an opportunity for them to try taking remote access of my PC. I can't reveal exactly what happened next because I know scammers watch this channel and I don't want to arm them with any info that could potentially help them. But one thing led to another and I wound up with access to one of these scammers' PCs. A quick scan of their network revealed that they had 15 to 20 agents, along with a set of CCTV cameras in the office. So with some help from my friend mrwn, we were able to get access to them, and this is what you're seeing now. Side note, please go check out mrwn's YouTube channel and subscribe for incredible scambaiting content. I will have a link to his channel in the description of this video. Now that I had an incredible view into this operation with their CCTV, it was now time to spread the connection to as many PCs in the call center as possible. And that is exactly what happened here. I was now surveilling the majority of the scammers in this call center, and I was able to get their location, which is right here in Karachi, Pakistan, on Main University Road in Block 13A of the district known as Gulshan-e-Iqbal. And I was also able to pull down the full roster of their employees from a manager's PC, which was great, but there were still many questions in my mind about how all this works. And this is where things become a tad confusing. Digging through the hard drives of their employees, I was able to see that they had several different scripts. And you can see that they don't only pretend to be from Citibank. They pretend to be from Bank of America and Wells Fargo as well. But how did they know that my friend was actually a Citibank customer when they sent him that text message? By simply watching, I got my answer. Here you can see the scammer Kashan as he sifts through a stunning list of illegally purchased credit card numbers, along with the accompanying cardholder name, expiration dates, and 3-digit codes. But if they already have the credit cards, why do they need to call a victim? Well, there are 2 main reasons for this. The first reason is persistent identity theft. These scammers don't just want access to victims' credit cards. They want to steal the victim's identity completely. Now, we previously heard these scammers ask for and receive pretty much all of the information needed to steal someone's identity. And luckily this time, the victim was a fake character I made up to help infiltrate scam call centers. But had Neld been a real victim, this would be a very good start for the scammer. Not only is he equipped with nearly all of the victim's personal information, but now the scammer can interact with the real Citibank as the victim to do things like dispute decline charges when they try to steal money from their victims.
तो वहाँ पे अगर आप लाख भी कमा रहे हो तो यहाँ पे आप 3,37,000 रुपए.
Wells Fargo, my name is on a recorded and monitored line. I see that you're calling regarding an account balance. Is that correct?
No, I was just trying to use my card and it's not working. वो शीट वाई प्रेस कर जल्दी फात.
Okay, I'll definitely take a look and see what's going on.
अबे वो मेरे से हट गई है यार.
May I please get your full credit card number so I can pull up your account?
Hold on, let me give it to you. Just put it somewhere here, down. Okay, it's...
Thank you, and may I please have your first and last name? Thank you, and Patricia, can I also get the last 4 of your social?
the last 4 of my social.
Thank you, and your address that we have on file, please. Thank you, and I'm just pulling up this account now, and then I'll be able to tell you what's going on with your account here. So I do see 2 declines for $2,160 for Abdul. It looks like it was for general merchandise, and it was in, that's a foreign transaction. Do you recognize that transaction?
I do. 2,160.
Okay.
2 decline है. Okay, first I receive a notification. You'd see 2 declines over there. First time I attempted, I received a notification from Wells Fargo. Did you authorize this transaction? Reply was yes or no. I reply yes, and then I tried again. I got declined again, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, and I do see that. I'm not seeing any flags on my side, so what I'm going to need to do is get another department on the line to see if they have any flags on their side and see what they can do to assist you with this going through, okay?
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Hi, Patricia, I do have on the line. He is going to further assist you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
बात कोड के लिए तैयार रहे.
For detection, my name is. This call may be monitored or recorded. May I have your first and last name and your cell phone number, please?
Patricia, phone number is.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ms. Actually, my system is not allowing me to go further on this call. It is advising me for you to drop by the nearest Wells Fargo branch for you to verify your account from there. You do need to present a valid photo ID so that we can go ahead and re-verify.
But what's the problem, sir? What's the problem with my account? I'm just trying to use it, and you're saying you need to visit the branch. What's the problem?
I understand, Ms. However, in regards to the situation, my system is not allowing me to go through any further. You do need to drop by the nearest Wells Fargo branch for you.
Well, I'm not too much young. I'm 80 years old. I'm not able to visit the branch. Me and my husband live alone. We are just trying to use our car, so I need to use that. What you need to do, you can do it on the call, sir.
I do apologize, however, I'm not going to be able to go through that anymore. So you do really need to drop by the nearest Wells Fargo branch.
But our scammer's not done yet. He calls back once more to see if maybe a different representative from Wells Fargo would allow him to make the charge.
And how may I assist you today?
I was just trying to put a charge on my car. It's not taking.
Right. It's not going to take. It says you have to go inside the bank with your ID.
May I know the reason, ma'am? What's the problem with my account?
Yeah, it's billing out of country. So anytime you're making a large purchase like that, that's billing out of the United States, you have to go inside the bank.
Well, I authorize that purchase. I also reply with a yes manner. First, I tried to attempt, and then...
Well, that still doesn't help. Yeah. Even though you said yes, that still, when certain things, it's not going to, a text, an email, is not going to help. That's billing in Saudi Arabia, so it's not going to go through.
Oh.
But these scammers don't stop there. Now you'll see these scammers set up call forwarding with the victim's bank, and what this does is sickening. Now, whenever the scammer attempts to make a transfer from the victim's bank account or use their credit card, all warnings about suspicious charges will be forwarded to the scammer's phone number or text messages, which they can then approve without the victim actually being aware.
Just pick up the receiver and dial *72 and wait for the second tune. Once you hear the second tune, then dial. This is a confirmation number to refund the money back to your account. Okay?
Now, if this wasn't already disturbing enough, for full effect, these scammers will gain access to their victim's bank account by attempting to reset their password on the bank website. When they do this, a text message is sent to the victim with a one-time passcode. If the victim is convinced to read this passcode to the scammer, their bank account will be compromised.
You've got the code? So let's check it here. Okay, let's hang up the call now. The code was invalid. You give me the old code, okay? Ma'am, this is a one-time code. We cannot use that code for the lifetime. We cannot use the code for the lifetime, okay? Every time I have to send you another numbers, another code, okay? So try to understand this. You just got a new code. You just got a new code. Hang up the call so you should look at. Okay? Hang up the call and look at it. You got the code, ma'am? Yeah, that's what I was telling you before. So give me a second. Let me put it in. 338229. यार रशीद भाई कड़ा के यार कसम से ये.
But many of these victims are older. So what if they don't mess with online banking? Well, the scammers have a solution for that too. Watch as these scammers actually create an online bank account for their victim. This will make it much easier for the scammer to steal from this victim and disable important security features that are designed to keep customers safe from fraud.
Now, did you get rid of those 4 charges that aren't mine?
Well, you just gave me the first code, ma'am, so it will take some time,
Oh,
but the first transaction has been canceled, which is like $50,
okay.
okay?
And that was at the Amazon, right? There's two.
Because you gave me the right, yes, you gave me the like valid code, then I will be able to successfully cancel the first transaction, which is $50,
Okay.
okay? I'm still working, and I'm going to cancel those transactions one by one, okay? So just bear with me, ma'am, okay? And if the line got disconnected, you got my number, you can call me back right away, okay?
So the scammer had the victim read off a one-time passcode from her text messages, which would allow the scammer to make a bank account in her name. Now, she doesn't know this. She just thinks that she's verifying her identity to the bank. But with this level of access, the scammer can now do things like turn off two-factor authentication or send bank notifications to email. But what good does that do if the scammer doesn't have access to the victim's email? Well, the scammer does indeed have access of their victim's email by using tactics similar to how they got access to the bank accounts of their victims. And now they can approve their fraudulent charges via email as well. At this point, it should be apparent that this is full-blown identity theft. The scammers basically are the victim when it comes to speaking with banks and approving the fraudulent charges that they make. So what are the scammers doing with this level of access? Well, how about buying expensive Prada bags and jewelry? How about just making transfers directly from the victim's bank account?
Keep eye on your phone. You must receive a text message or an email. Just let me know it, okay? And I'm declining the transaction for you. And I already declined the transaction, which it's the small amount. It's $50 on eBay also. And now I'm gonna be declining the big transaction, which they made in the amount of $595. All right?
eBay. I never use.
Yeah.
I don't trust.
I got you, ma'am. That's why I'm declining the transaction. That's why I'm here.
And these examples are a small fraction of what this group does. The manager of the center may have been feeling overwhelmed with the level of access that he had to his victims because you can see him navigate to the dark web to look for information on carding. Carding is a term which Stripe, a popular payment vendor, describes as the illegal practice of obtaining, trafficking, or using credit card information without authorization, often to purchase gift cards or prepaid cards. Carding contributes to identity theft, financial losses for individuals and businesses, and a wide range of other cybercrimes. It turns out that this group had been using the dark web to purchase credit card information and find ways of remaining undetected while committing fraud. And now that they can purchase things with credit cards that don't belong to them, the scammers need a way to collect cash for any online goods they've purchased with a victim's credit or checking account. Well, this group has hired remote money launderers who take things like stolen jewelry and sell it via Amazon, eBay, or TikTok Shop. These seller accounts are tied to US-based LLCs, so the money is then washed and transferred to Pakistani banks in order to pay employees of the scam call center back in Karachi. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the other way these scammers make their money. After fully stealing their victim's identity and perusing their bank accounts, the scammers take note of how much the victim owes in debt and explain that they are qualified for debt elimination.
Hey James, this is Sarah Martin, one of the senior financial advisor. How are you doing today? That's great. You had a words with one of my representative regarding the lower debt elimination and everything up and up, correct? Now the program you get qualified. James, that's all a debt elimination programs. On what happens on a debt elimination program, by the Fair Credit Act law, the Act of 2010, consumers have a legal right to file their debts against these credit card company because it shows me that you are a customer with them from a long time, from last 5 or 6 years, and I know that they are increasing your interest rate to 35% because of the upcoming policy on each of your every credit card. In upcoming May, after April, all of your cards will go up to 35% because of the inflation report of 2023. That's the reason we designed this program for those senior citizens who are maintaining their payments on time, have a good payment history and good credibility, and you were one of them. That's why you got selected.
So after the scammer preps the victim to be transferred to a debt elimination specialist, it should be known that at this point, they're actually handing over a real sales lead to a real debt elimination company. Once they transfer the call, if this third-party debt elimination company gets a sale because of the transfer, the scammers get to take a small percentage of the sale. In fact, these scammers had 3 different companies they'd sell leads to. However, none of them were aware about the fraudulent activities which occurred before the victims were transferred to them, so I will not mention any of them in this video. I was able to contact 2 of these US companies to let them know about the scammers I had been investigating, and they were shocked to hear of it. Based on the info that I provided them, they are now launching internal investigations into the clients selling them these leads, as they don't want to be associated, and for good reason. Look, this is a crazy scam. It's one of the nastiest scams I've ever witnessed. So who was responsible for all of this? After looking at all the data on the PCs in the scam call center and using a bit of open source intelligence, I was able to determine that the name of the company is Novocom. There is little mention of this company publicly in Pakistan, but I was able to find their LinkedIn page along with many of their agents and HR managers. These identities matched the info and names found on their PCs, and I even found a UK-based company with the same name. Since information about this UK company is public, I'm able to see that one of their directors is Talha, and Talha's Pakistani ID card was found on many of the PCs in the call center, so being the only guy with curly hair in the whole operation, it was very easy to identify him on CCTV, sitting at the front of the call center with 2 PCs to manage the entire operation. Going even one step further, you can see in this document that Talha heads this operation. We're going to have a long conversation with Talha at the end of this video, but there's one more person I need to mention as being instrumental to Novocom's scams. Taha, not to be confused with Talha, is known as TMK to his coworkers, and he is a supervisor of Novocom. He is listed as a closer on many of their sales spreadsheets, and he is prolific in his impersonation of both banks and victims alike. He would call himself Sarah Martin when speaking to victims, so I'm really not sure if he was just doing a horrible impression of a woman or if he genuinely didn't know that Sarah is typically a woman's name, but in any case, he proved to be a very effective scammer. Here's a short snippet of TMK using AnyDesk to remote into his victim's PC. You will see him convince his victim to log into their bank while he's watching their screen in order to check for fraudulent charges.
How you are able to log in into your US bank? Do you remember the ID password so I can check that account as well? There's no scam on it as well. Yeah, you can log in front of me so I can see any unauthorized charge or anything happened. Can you put your username?
Now pay close attention to what he does here. After the victim enters her password, he quickly clicks Show Password, and he jots it down in a text document right next to all of the other sensitive data he stores in plain text. And by the way, no legitimate company will steal your bank password, nor will they store your sensitive information in plain text on their PCs. I was blown away by how much data these guys had on their PCs. It's disgusting. Taha, or TMK, was always scamming behind this red door. And unfortunately, there were no CCTV cameras to give us visibility into this room. But after he made a sale, he'd always come through the red door and head over to Talha's desk in the main call center to drop off presumably important info related to a scam. Taha is the guy I previously showed on the dark web looking for information on carding, and he's the most paranoid out of the group. In fact, at one point he became so paranoid of being hacked that he had all of the cameras taken down and reset all of the computers in the call center. How could any potential hacker remain persistent in his network after formatting hard drives and resetting PCs? I will not divulge these secrets because that would help the scammers, but I want both Taha and Talha to know that I'm still watching them. They don't know which devices I'm in, and they have no idea how I got there, but I'm here, so best of luck getting rid of me. Now, even though their CCTV disappeared, I still had access to all of their PCs, and I continued to watch them and warn victims. Now, before we move on to the confrontations here, I wanted to mention that yes, I did report these guys to law enforcement, and I had help from AVAH with this. They're an amazing group of victim advocates, and they help kind of interface between Scambaiters and law enforcement. So, as always, big thanks to AVAH. They're amazing. They facilitated the reporting of these crimes. So, I will have a link to their socials in the description of this video. After watching these guys for 9 straight months, I figured it was time to scare these guys into hiding at the very least, because U.S. law enforcement doesn't have jurisdiction in Pakistan, and the FIA in Pakistan is not returning my messages. So, yeah, don't know why that is, but hey, FIA, if you want to have a conversation with me, I have a lot to tell you. So hit me up at scambaithotel@gmail.com. Anyway, we'll now confront 2 high-performing agents of Novocom, and after that, we will have a heart-to-heart with Talha, the owner of this operation.
Hello.
Hey, Kashan. I want to talk to you, bro. I want to talk to you, Kashan. I know where you are, Kashan. I know you're muting me right now. You have a lot of explaining to do, buddy. You should probably talk to me. Take me off of mute, bro. Take me off of mute and talk to me right now, or else all is lost for you, okay? You think you're smart, Kashan?
Hello?
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you doing?
What's up, buddy? How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, man. But
Hey, you're going to mess up with me? Are you gonna upload this on YouTube, you little go?
I've been
No.
watching you since March, you stupid scammer.
No. You stupid. Go yourself.
Is this
okay?
all you've got?
Roll this tab, and
Hey,
stick
hey,
right
why
up-
are you looking at Ann's notepad right now, buddy? Why are you looking at Ann's notepad, looking at her American Express number right now?
Yeah, I know you hacked my CCTV camera, but it doesn't matter to me anything, okay? Because you need to just go and yourself, okay?
Let's go right now. Dude. Uninstall that AnyTask.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Do you want to talk about this? You guys are over in Gulshan Iqbal Block 13A right now. I know everything about you. Hang up the phone call. It's not going to help you, buddy. This is not going to help you. Hang up that phone call right now. Do that. Go ahead. Click the button. Click the red button, dumb. Click the red button, you dumb. Here, you want me to click it for you?
Yes.
Here, look. All right. There you go. I clicked it. The phone's hung up. I'm still talking to you. I'm still talking to you right now. What are you going to do now? Refresh your desktop? Cut the Wi-Fi. They're done. They quickly shut down their PCs and they likely think they're safe now. But like I said, best of luck getting rid of me. Now, finally, we focus our attention on Talha, the owner of Novocom. After confronting his agents in the call center, I began messaging him some pretty incriminating information. And to my surprise, he actually responded to me and wanted to talk on the phone. Now, I'm going to play this entire call so you get both sides of the story. I imagine this might spur some conversation. So let me know in the comments what you think. And here it is. Here's the entire call with Talha. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Who am I talking to?
Hello? Yeah, you were waiting for my call.
Hey, is this Talha? What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah, what's up, brother? You are striking me from you're striking me, and I don't know why you're doing that to me.
What do you mean? What do you mean I'm striking you? What does that mean?
My bro, you're speaking with a lot of people about me, sending my information, but because it makes me really nervous about, like, what do you want?
I mean, listen, Talha, can we talk honestly here? I mean, you know what you're doing,
I am
buddy.
honest.
You know exactly. Like, let me just, lay it all out or whatever. So, you guys are running bank impersonation scams, okay? I know that you guys are doing this bullshit with debt elimination and all that. Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
Bro, first, you tell me what you think I'm doing here. Then I'll let you know what I'm doing here.
Okay.
And I think there should be a difference, because I looked at your profile. I know what you're doing, but I don't think I'm the person you are looking for. So you tell me what you think.
Okay, so do you acknowledge that you work with Novocom?
I manage a lot of things for them.
Right. There is an office in block 13A in Gulshan Iqbal, okay? There's an office right there. And I think you know what I'm talking about because I've got you with your curly hair on CCTV cameras from back in March. Okay? I know.
Yeah, their guys are working from there. I do know. saying that.
Okay.
Their guys are sitting there in an office and they are working. What's next?
Okay. And they pretend to be from Citibank or other banks which belong to American citizens. Yes or no?
The boys from there.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, I've got the whole roster. You guys have been doing this for a long time, and I have it all recorded. I have it all record. I hacked all the computers in that call center, Talha. Okay. I know about TMK. I know about Arham, Akmal.
You hacked my systems, or from where did you hack the systems? Like
That is
the
that is for
Bolshevik
me.
file you were talking about?
That is for me to know and for you to figure out some other way. But I hacked all those PCs, I hacked your CCTV cameras, and I watched you for a short amount of time on those before you took the cameras down because you guys got scared. But that wasn't the end of it, Talha. You guys thought that was the end of it. You tried to reset your PCs. That didn't work for you guys, man. I have been watching you still. I am still watching you. You guys are ruining people's lives, buddy, and you're the one who organizes it.
No, bro. You got a lot of information is right, correct information about me, but a lot of information is a false information. Now let me tell you my involvement and what I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Listen, bro, what I do, if you, do you take debt elimination, balance transfer, hardship? Do you know about this?
Yeah. I've seen you
And you take it
guys
as a,
do that.
you take it debt elimination, debt settlement, hardship, and balance transfer. You take these things as scam as well.
Listen, man, you guys are doing both at the same time, and you guys work with, and I know all about. You guys get your information for the debt elimination nonsense by pretending to be banks in the USA. Citibank was a big one.
Bro, the only thing you can claim here from my end is that in order to sell debt elimination, balance transfer, hardship, and something in-house, yes, initially we pitch them something else. At the end, we offer the service that is something else, but we are selling the stuff. We are fulfilling the service. If you
I know that you
So you are
sell
clear. And
leads. I know that you sell leads to debt elimination services. You are not, okay? You sell leads to, and now that is aside from the issue
So
here.
what is wrong with all these operations, brother?
That
What is
is
wrong?
a very small portion of what that call center does, Talha. And don't pretend to me right now that you don't know that. Okay, I know how this works, especially in Karachi. Debt elimination goes hand in hand with bank impersonation. You get full credit card numbers, you store them in plain text all over those PCs, Talha. You know this, okay? Plain text, credit cards, social security numbers, mother's maiden names, ATM, bank pins, everything, bro. Talha, you think that I'm stupid, okay? I've seen you do it on CCTV. Don't treat me like an idiot. We need to have a serious conversation, but you're playing games right now, bro.
I'm not trying to, bro. Listen, if you have the CCTV and everything, you know what my involvement is, what I do every day. If you have hacked my laptop, I know you've been watching me every day from morning till night. And you've not been talking to me like this if you hacked my laptop, my brother.
Talha,
And I don't know
bro,
who
I
you
just
are.
found your
I don't know.
Instagram page like 2 days ago. I've been looking for you all over the place, man. I do have your actual Pakistani ID card that I have from someone's laptop. Won't say whose, but I do have your Pakistani ID card, and it very much matched up with your Facebook profile and a lot of LinkedIn posts as well, because I think your girl posts on LinkedIn and likes some of those posts as well, doesn't she?
So what do you think, brother? What I am doing wrong? Tell me about myself, not anybody else, but myself.
Listen,
a lot of
man,
people are doing a lot of things here.
you own Novocom Limited in the UK, do you not?
Brother, if you tell me like which you are really concerned about, I'm damn sure I'll be as concerned as you are. And if you tell me what you want me to do with that, I'll talk to you about this. Like, what do you want right now? You have 50% information that is correct, and
No,
you have
man.
50%
Listen.
information
You
that is
are
not
right
correct.
now. What I want is a real conversation. You're not owning up to this, buddy. You're owning up to the debt elimination bull, but you're not owning up to the straight up identity theft you guys are committing in that call center. You're not owning up to it.
Which one? The Gulchin?
Yes. Listen, man. I know about Block 6 too. All right. I know about the offices. Okay, but I'm specifically concerned with this one call center because every agent in Block 13A, okay, every agent in there pretends to be from a bank. There are text messages and phone calls sent out to victims. This is what happens, okay? I'm going to break it down for you. There are phone calls and text messages sent out to victims. And yo, man, can you go to like a quiet location? Like I can't hear you, buddy. You got like motorcycles like
Is it better?
It's a little bit better. Okay, so this is what happens, okay? There are text messages that you guys facilitate and send out and phone calls telling random people that a charge has been made on their Citibank card. And I know you know what I'm talking about. And so the victim calls that number and they get someone in your call center in 13A, Block 13A, picks up the phone and says,
This is the Citibank Fraud Department. How are you doing today?
Now, are you going to claim right now that you don't know what I'm
That's
talking
not
about?
mine, brother. That's not mine. If you're putting that one on me, that must not be mine.
Bro, how can you claim this, man?
If you're talking to me, listen.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm listening to you, man, but you're not being very honest with me right now, Taha.
If you're talking to me, you should be talking to about what I am doing, my bro.
Listen, man, do you hire these guys? Yes or no? Do you employ the guys who work at Novocom?
I'm sorry?
Do you employ the guys that I'm talking about? Do you employ them? Do you employ Kashan? Do you employ him? Do you employ Mawaz HR manager? Do you employ him as well?
That is my guy.
Right.
I
They're
didn't
all
do it
your guys. Dude,
myself.
Mawaz,
but
I hacked Mawaz. He was running the same scam, bro. He wasn't doing HR. He was scamming. He was saying, thank you for calling Citibank, dude.
No, my brother, no.
Hey, man, you're going to see it all. You'll see.
Brother,
You'll see.
if you will gonna blame me for everything, trust me, I'm not the one who owns everything and everybody. So if you're gonna blame me, you are not right. You are doing the wrong thing.
Then who does own it? Because right now, you are the head of this organization. You're the head of it. Who owns it? Because initially it was you and Tanvir. Am I right?
Before giving you out any information, my bro, you are coming out of the blue. You texted me on social media. You are giving 50% information correct and 50% information wrong. And you keep blaming me on things which you say I partially know about. So I have to inquire a lot of things before I talk to you. And yeah, if you want to give it to like FIA, all the evidences and all the information.
Listen, man, you've got money. You can pay them off. I know how this works, dude. I know how this
that's
works.
not what I'm talking about. Why should I pay anybody, my bro? Why should I pay anybody?
Because you're a criminal.
Why
that's
should
why.
I pay?
That's why.
See, that's what you are passing out the judgment, but you don't have the complete information about me, about who owns the thing, about who is who.
If there's anyone above you then you should be able to tell me about it
if
right
you
now.
will, if you that is kind of unethical. If you hack
I don't want to
somebody,
hear
if you
unethical
got
from
some
a
from
criminal,
them,
Talha. I don't want to hear
if you
unethical
hack
from
my
you, buddy.
laptops, the only thing you can blame me about, is that my marketing strategy is something else. I'm pulling up the leads by telling them something else, but at the end, I'm selling them balance transfer, debt elimination, hardship. That's what they've been getting from us. If you hacked all my laptops, the laptops which I own,
Your guys take the credit card informations that you get from your victims after impersonating their bank, and you make purchases like jewelry. Your guys are making purchases like jewelry, and then they're calling the bank as the victim because now they have the victim's social security number.
Which ones?
Bro, all of them. Let's start with Kashan. Desktop F8UFJBD is his desktop name. His name is Kashan. He's in LAN Messenger. I think you know what I'm talking about. You do know what I'm talking about. Kashan, every single day for the last 8 months, has answered the phone like this.
This is the Citibank Fraud Department. How are you doing today?
Now explain that. Explain that to me.
All right, so these must be the guys doing something, but
Okay.
you know the block
Okay,
6.
they're all doing it.
You know
So are you
everything.
listen, man, are you going to blame all of this on your employees? This is like the classic scam boss move
my
right now.
bro, my employees, if you pick anybody and tell me that he is your employee, these are not my employees you are talking about. None of
Bro.
my employee is doing the other thing. We
Yes,
only do the debt
they
elimination.
are.
However,
Yes,
we
they
pitch
are.
them.
I've recorded them doing
if there
it.
is anything wrong under me, I'm standing with you to to stop that instantly and take action about it.
Okay.
If there is a single thing
Okay.
wrong under me, owned by me.
Okay.
But if anybody else is doing something, well, that's not belongs to me. And if you want me to help you out to catch anybody else, I want you to hack them personally and see what they are doing and pass out their information.
I've already done that, man, and
But as you put my information in it, that's not the right thing, my bro. You should know that you've been seeing the CCTVs and everything.
Yeah.
So you should know what's the right thing.
Yeah, you were sitting there with your 2 laptops for an insane amount of time, listening to people answer the phone. Thank you for calling Citibank Fraud Department. You're sitting there with your 2 laptops in that big desk. I mean, like, I saw you,
Yeah,
bro.
marketing is what? Marketing is what? Sometimes we do this kind of a way, like we do different kind of marketing, then catch up the lead from there, sell them some other stuff.
You're calling bank fraud impersonating a bank. You're calling that marketing?
That's not what I do, my bro.
No, but you hire
Bank fraud is
guys who
not the
do
thing we
it.
do at the end. If you no, I haven't hired anybody for this. They do not belong to me, even they do not belong to Novacom. If you hack them,
They're
you should know
literally
that.
Novacom pays their paychecks, dude. I mean, like, listen, man. You've made it very clear to me that you don't want to be honest about this, and that is your prerogative.
And you are.
And I understand that. I understand that about you. I deal with scammers every single day, man. Every single day. Okay, what you're doing right now is exactly what I expected when I called you on the phone, when you called me on the phone, and it's exactly what every other scam boss I've ever spoken to tries to do. They try to throw their employees under the bus. They say,
Why you
I
putting
had
everything on
no.
me, my bro? Why you putting everything on me? If you don't know it, you are not doing a justified thing right now. Even you are not doing the right thing. That's not justified. You're putting everything on me without knowing what's going
I'm not
on.
only exposing you, I'm exposing you and all of the agents in that call center on Main University Road.
And that's what you think. That's what you think, that everybody around here is working for me. That's not the right thing, my
Okay,
brother.
then who do they work for?
That's not justified.
Who is facilitating?
Why should I help you with that?
If
Why
not
you picked me up to help you with that?
If not you, Talha, who is facilitating the massive amount of scams and identity theft that your employees are committing every single day? If not you, then who?
My employees. You should know that, my bro. You should know that. You should know the truth before you want to do any, like you see social media, anybody can make channel, post anything, and you got a lot of followers, and that's why you are kind of threatening me that you want to put some blames on me, which I'm not responsible for.
Hey man,
you're laughing because it's not about you, it's about me. You're laughing. You are a scammer. I mean, you are a hacker. You can hack anybody's cell phone, anybody's laptop, take their information.
No,
expose them as a
man. Your guys play with computers. That's how I hacked them. I want to give you an opportunity. Spare me the bullshit.
I don't know you. I will not. I'll not be giving you anybody's name because I don't know you.
Scammer. I don't give a shit. Listen, man. If you have something you
All right,
want to
if
say
you
to
wanna talk to me
YouTube
like
right
this,
now,
I don't want to talk to
do you have anything to say to YouTube right now? Otherwise, you can off.
If you want to talk to me like this, I don't want to talk to you anymore, brother. And that's up to you.
You're
if
not
you
my
have a
brother.
lot of following,
You're not my brother.
Yeah,
That's for
even you
damn
are not
sure.
mine. If you took a lot of information by hacking somebody's computer and you want to link that to me, that's up to you. But I suggest you to hack a lot more things before you do anything and do it the right way.
Oh, I did it the right way.
thing.
Trust me, man. Trust me.
All
dude.
right, bye.
All right, sweetheart. See ya. Now, if you made it this far, that's awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Please share it with someone who needs to see it. Before I go, I wanted to thank you. My regular viewers are wondering where I went, but as I've said, I haven't gone anywhere. 2025 is going to be a very interesting year with a whole lot of content on the way. See you soon.